All right, we're doing some ACT math prep today. We're going to give you 5 questions right off an ACT practice test. But first off, before we do that, I am the math professor, Kyle Martin. This is a channel where we do your math homework fast and accurately. So if you want to do these 5 problems along with me, maybe grab your calculator, grab a pencil, and let's get into it. All right, guys, just a quick thought here before we get going. If you do want to do these problems along with me, maybe you can see the problem, then hit pause, do the problem, and then hit play again, see if you did it right, if you get the same answer that I do. All right, so I got my timer going here. We're going to try to do these all in less than 5 minutes. First question says, if you multiply 2 integers together, then add 4, the result is 40. Which of the following cannot be the sum of the 2 numbers? All right, so this says when I take those 2 numbers and then multiply them together and add 4, I'm going to get 40. So here, if I subtract 4 on both sides, that's going to give me those 2 numbers multiplied together to give me 36. All right. So basically what I need to do is find factors of 36, 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, and then 6 and 6. And if I add any of those pairs together, if I'm able to get my answers over here, that's going to work. But remember, we're looking for the one that does not work. So I can get 12 by adding 6 plus 6. 13, letter G, is going to be 4 plus 9. 15 is 3 plus 12. 18, though, I can't get. I don't think there's any possible way for me to get 18, but there is 20, letter K. I can take 18 plus 2. So the only one that does not work here is letter J. Question 2, it says in the following figure, the 2 horizontal lines are parallel, this one and this one. Which of the following does not equal 180 degrees? Well, let's just go through these and see if they work. So here it says letter A is P plus R. P plus R. Yeah, those will add up. We have an obtuse and an acute, and when these 2 lines are parallel, the acute plus the obtuse does equal 180, so A works. What about B? P plus T. P plus T down here. I don't really know anything about T yet, so I'm not sure. I'm going to leave that one blank for now. But remember, A worked. What about C? Q and S. Q and S is the same as P and R from the first one. R plus S plus T. R, S, T. Oh, here I'm seeing that these are all kind of around this triangle, and we know that S is a vertical angle with that one, R is vertical there, and T is vertical this. So because of that, all the angles inside a triangle add up to be 180, so their vertical angles would also work. So I think letter D works. And then lastly, T and U are just a linear pair, which of course its definition is equal to 180. So the one that does not work here is letter B. All right, number 3, it says if A and B are the 2 values of T that satisfy the equation T squared minus 6T plus 8 equals 0, with A is greater than B, what is the value of A minus B? All right, so I think we need to factor this and set it equal to 0 and solve, and I think that should give us our 2 numbers here. So we got T and T. Factor that to be, we need 2 numbers that multiply to be 8 and add to be -6. -4 minus 2 does that. -4 times -2 is positive 8. -4 plus -2 is -6. And if I solve, I set each of these parentheses equal to 0. What minus 4 equals 0? Well, T would have to be 4. And over here, T would have to be 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, so I want the bigger one minus the smaller one, A minus B. This is going to be 4 minus 2, which is just 2, letter F. Next question, a rectangular box has 2 sides whose lengths are 3 and 9, 3 centimeters and 9 centimeters, and a volume of 135 centimeters. Okay, so if I make this a little bit bigger, like this, and actually make a box type shape, I've never been good at drawing those. What's the area of the largest side? Well, first off, let's take this 135. Length times width times height is going to be our volume. So if I go and take 135, divide by 9, and then that's 15, divide that by 3, of course, is 5. So it tells me that my other length here is 5, or the width of this box. So in order to find the largest side, I need to take my 2 longest sides, 5 and 9, and multiply those together. And 5 times 9, of course, is 45. So the area of that side is 45 centimeters squared. Last question, if you graph the lines 3x plus 2y equals -2 and 5x minus y equals 14 on a standard xy graph, at what points will these lines intersect? All right, so remember you can solve a system of equations by graphing using substitution or elimination. So here I think we can probably do elimination. If I go 3x plus 2y equals -2, I'm just going to write these on top of each other. 5x minus y equals 14. All right, I can see that my y term, if I multiply this bottom one times 2, is going to eliminate. All right, so I'm just going to take my top 3x plus 2y equals -2, and then the bottom is going to be 10x. 2 times -y is -2y. That's good. That's going to eliminate, and then 2 times 14 is 28. Oops, it's 28. So if I add these together, 3 plus 10 is 13x Those cancel. 28 minus 2 is 26. So x has to equal 2. And the only answer where that happens, I think, is letter G, right? And you don't even have to plug that back in to find the y. You just know right away that the answer is letter G. All right, guys, I hope that helped you. It looks like we did it in less than 5 minutes. So we met our goal there. If you could keep that pace up on the ACT, you should get through all 60 questions. All right, but just a couple reminders. At the top of the screen, I'm going to put a playlist for more ACT questions I've done in the past. Maybe check out that link if you want. But before you do, maybe like this video if this did help you out. And also, please subscribe to my channel so you can see more of this content in the future.